Hellos, everybody. Hope you're having a great afternoon. Ooh, it's still extremely hot where I am. Like, really, really. Yeah, it's still it's not as bad as it was yesterday. Yesterday was like 110 Fahrenheit, which is 42 degrees Celsius here in Canada. Yeah. Honestly, today it's like 105, so I don't know how much better that is. It's still pretty hot. I I'm struggling. Yes, I got the AC going, but the cats are not really happy being stuck inside because I don't even want to be bothered opening the door or closing it. I mean, everybody has their area of the world that they are stuck living in, kinda. Well, unless you're pretty wealthy and then you can much pack your bags and go and live wherever you want to. But places have tornadoes, hurricanes, floods, monsoon rains, you name it. Climate is climate, right? We all have to adapt at certain points. And for me, okay, putting on the AC, but not happy. It's the third day now of this heat wave. Tomorrow should go back to being normal and into the high 70s, is like high 20s degrees Celsius. Oh, anyways, today I wanted to talk about another game. Yesterday I spoke about Woowa, which is Wuthering Waves, upcoming patch 1.1. Today I want to talk about something a little bit different. It's not a game that I've played, but it is current to what is going on in the world. By that I mean you all have heard about the agenda. And it's okay to a certain limit, but getting it shoved in our throat and replacing content with the message is not so. As you know, I do a lot of reviews of TV shows, especially sci-fi, fantasy, and anime. So I've been watching the trend over the past decade in Hollywood, moving away from substance towards message. I mean, it's getting to be politics. I thought that everybody hated politics. Seems like everybody really enjoys it because they like having a different opinion than from everybody else and trying to convince everybody else that they are right. And basically everybody's feeding everybody a lot of horse manure. So I I mean, you expect it from politicians. Usually we would go to watch shows and movies and whatnot, get away from all of this bull crap. And strangely enough, nope, people definitely want to spread the bull crap all over the place. So, a lot of fan properties or IPs or franchises have been replaced with propaganda. So, Hollywood, it's not, if it wasn't for BlackRock, you know, writing blank checks to everybody promoting their messages, Hollywood would have been bankrupt 5 years. They're not in a great position now, but they can wait it out because they're getting checks from BlackRock and similar entities. If you don't know what that is, you can Google it up. But movies have not been profitable for Hollywood in a couple of years now. And the politics behind the agenda have decided to go about another industry, which is gaming. And the AAA titles are all getting in the sights. of these companies now. Companies such as BlackRock and Friends. So Ubisoft recently decided to the Assassin's Creed has been around for almost 10 years. I've never played it, but it kind of revolutionized and not really a certain type of being the assassin, being able to play the role of the assassin. The problem is that 10, 15 years ago, I was already playing Age of Conan. I had assassin characters. Same thing with Star Wars: The Old Republic, where you can play the baddie. So, but the design of the game, the artwork of Assassin's Creed, was something that was I liked it. Like looking at the artwork from this game, I it never compelled me to play it, but I can understand the success that that game had at the time. And obviously, people are getting used to, oh, okay, well, it's this year's release and this year's update, and it's a little bit like Call of Duty. Every year they come out with a new Call of Duty, but it's very incremental, the changes between one and the other. It's pretty much putting another number on the box. And I feel like this is where we are at this moment with AAA games. And to change things up this year, Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed, what is it called? I think it's called Shadows, have decided to base the theme on Japanese samurais. Now, where the DEI message, the message, comes into play here is that I mean, this is a new genre, a new expansion to the game, a new background story where they're deciding to go samurai, and they decide to pick this one story of this one dude who's African American or African descendant or, basically black dude. Which I'm kind of surprised that they didn't decide to make it a female, but historically, it was a black dude. Yes, there was one. There wasn't many. I mean, the Portuguese, the Spanish, the British did go to Japan. I mean, you look at it, okay, there was some things, but usually these were merchants. They didn't go there to become samurais. So when they decide to revolve the story around this one black samurai story, I mean, it's the first time that you're going into the samurai background story theme for your game. And instead of taking the classic Japanese Japanese samurai dudes from Japan, you decide to go down this route. So it's creating a lot of controversy for the wrong reasons. I mean, it's a lousy choice from the company's perspective. It's like, yeah, I want to, you know, tell this story about the Romans, but we'll go with, I don't know, this guy from Middle East. I don't know who, and I don't, but you just concentrate on, okay, I want to tell a Roman story, but the main hero of the story is going to be Aladdin. Well, why? Why would you do this? It's typical. You go with Caesar. There's been several Caesars. You don't have to go with Julius. You can pick another Caesar, but you go with the Roman Empire, go with a Caesar. So I don't know. I don't know why they would go this way. It's kind of really strange that people would kind of want to go down this road. So it's kind of overall interesting. It's not a bad choice. I mean, but it's not the first choice that I would have gone through here, strangely enough. But in any case, it's okay. We can let it flow, but a lot of players who have been through the betas and whatnot say that there's a lot of other issues. So mainly it's again the problem of it's okay to go down having an inspiration for your story and wanting to promote the message. It's just that they are concentrating or spending too much budget on this and not into the programmers and the game development and the battle scenes and the fighting mechanics. So everybody's complaining that this game does not function the way that it should. There's a lot of bugs. And strangely enough, why are they kind of going down this route? So that this is where there's a lot of bad blood currently, and it's not only like the Times that are reporting this. I mean, the Mary Sue is also, you know, it's taking heat for all the wrong reasons. But again, it's the right reason. It's not that the issue is that they decided to concentrate on this one black samurai. It's that they spent all the budget, all the money onto this, promoting a message and not developing the game mechanics, the battle mechanics, the environments, getting rid of all the bugs. So, for all intent and purposes, it's a noble cause, except that they are not spending the money. And it's not like Ubisoft has money here. Okay, we need to definitely take care of that guy. There we go. So basically, all in all, we already trying getting rid of all the bugs. Dutch wagon back. So I don't know, all in all, how this is gonna play out. Assassin's Creed is currently in the hot tub. I just hope that the game is enjoyable. I don't care about the background story. Obviously, it's not my first choice. I would have gone with a known shogun takes over from the empire or the emperor or something. I would have gone more with a traditional shogun samurai story other than constant. I mean, it's your first time out. The second time out, okay, concentrate on the little backstories or whatnot. And somebody is really not happy with for whatever reason. So many people. I don't know. On one hand, we are accusing me of so many things, and on the other hand, I'm talking about this issue here. It's kind of relevant, and on the other hand, it's not really. Two nooks weren't enough. I don't know what nooks are. So. In any case, it's it's kind of sad the situation here, but all in all, I mean, we can hope that this will work out, but if we compare it to everything that happened in Hollywood, it's going to take 10 years to rectify the situation, if not more. I don't know if it's a lost cause. I mean, like I said, I've never really played it. I had friends play it. I've watched them play it. I've watched YouTubes on it. I just can't play all the games ever. I don't play any Call of Duty. I barely have time for Fortnite 3 times a year, you know? So I really can't get into the games that I get into, I really get into. So it kind of takes away time from playing other games. Like, I know some friends that they play a different game every week. Uh, I I don't like going down that route. So again, oh man, these people, they really have they have these issues with so many things, so many different perspectives. They can't just have an exchange of opinions with just about anybody. They really have to go to the opposites and arrange as much as they can whatever message is being promoted. And tolerance and acceptance is not their forte. It's their way or the highway, unfortunately. We do have to deal with it. I just hope that somehow, maybe making videos on the issue and seeing what's actually going on will help everybody in the long run. Oh, it's not an easy situation here, and we can just hope. Really? Okay. And you seem to know, so I wonder how many identities people can go through. These are bots that just really have no life. So, this is where we are at today. You can see how, trying to abort some issues, there's some people out there wanting to really, what is this all about, really? It's a sad situation. There's really no space on the internet for tolerance and all these. In any case, that's all I had to say about the Assassin's Creed situation. I will probably talk about this and that and the other things later on this evening. Check out my videos because there's quite a few reviews out there you might want to check out and have a diversified opinion about different things. One of my proud accomplishments was today the review of episode 8 of Dark Matter, which is a sci-fi fantasy genre based on a book. And I had a few issues initially with the, how could I say, the first, the transition between the first episode and second episode. There was really an issue there where I could not get into the storytelling of Dark Matter. But then I still decided to give it a chance. And from episode 3, 4, 5, it kept getting better from episode to episode. 6 was really good. 7 was really amazing. It's one of my all time favorite episodes of any series, any genre. The camera work in that episode was just absolutely fabulous. And then this week's episode, episode 8, throws a curveball, throws me into a loop. For the first 15 minutes, I am just trying to understand what is going on. Thankfully, they explain it to us. It's still hard to digest, even if they explain to you what's going on. You then have to kind of, sort of digest it, and it takes you another 15 minutes or 10 minutes. But having said that, watching a show and being on a roller coaster ride was really a fun thing to see. And I enjoyed it, even though it was really hard to digest, even though I had so many exclamation points, interrogation points watching the show. It was really a good show. And if you are not into sci-fi, if I mean, you can not be into sci-fi and you can be not into fantasy and still like to go and watch a Spider-Man movie into the multiverse. Well, this movie explains you how the multiverse works and all the different possibilities, and you just see a glimpse of how this works, how that works, what can happen here, what can happen there, what are the consequences of every single action decision that you decided to do in your life. It becomes really something that baffles. I mean, it's been so far super interesting. So I do recommend that people watch the series, even if it's not necessarily your genre. You can still have a lot of fun. So I don't know. I just think that people should keep an open mind about, again, it's about everybody's actions and reactions and the choices that we make and the consequences arriving from everything that we do. We can either choose to contribute, try to make things better, or just continue having no life and not trying to find solutions. I mean, there's a lot of people that will take advantage of any situation, of anybody, all this bloody crap around the world, but there's still a lot of good people wanting to do good. So hopefully people can root behind them, and hopefully some positivity will come from all of these situations. It's not ideal, it's not perfect. We everybody does the best that they can, I guess. And it comes back to what you've been raised with, unfortunately. So I can't go and change everybody's past histories. And, I didn't have necessarily a rosy upbringing, but I still made the choices to do better, I guess. It hasn't always served me. It's not always the easiest solution. It's not always the easiest path. I would say 9 out of 10 times it's the hardest. And there's dire consequences to all of this stuff, but it's still a choice. I mean, should I go today, tomorrow, whenever is my time? I look back and do I have any regrets? I don't know. I have so many regrets. I wish I knew how to go under the radar to do all of these hard decisions in life. It's it's not ever an easy path, I say. Is it one worth? I don't know. I'm super baffled. I mean, I'm no spring chicken, right? So obviously, if I could have done things differently, I would have. Hindsight is always, a thing that, man, it's a situation that is. Hey, kitty cat. There he is. So, like I was saying at the beginning, this heat and the cats being stuck inside with the AC. I mean, I've let them out a couple of times already, and they stay outside for 15 minutes. They pluck her down. They want to come back in. It's so hot. 110 degrees, 105 degrees Fahrenheit. It's just crazy. It's really hot. I'm staying inside with the AC, but as you can see, my cats are really getting rowdy here. So I am going to have to spend some time and bring them outside. Part of life decisions. Should I've had cats or dogs or whatnot. So it's not always easy to see what is going on. But yeah, so I don't know in the end. There's really good, like I spoke about, Dark Matter is really a good series. If you want to see the complete opposite and just have a good time of making fun of something, like certain people in the chat here, well, you can go and watch The Acolyte. I mean, if you want to criticize and downplay and everything else, I mean, I've had a fun time watching this movie or this series just because it's a blunder on so many levels. It has like nothing to do with Star Wars. It's like if I could take the t-shirt and put it inside out of Star Wars, what would it look like? Well, this series is pretty much that. So, okay. I need to deal with this again. I wish I had some moderators, which I don't. I need some moderators. So if anybody wants to volunteer to be a moderator, because I do need those, feel free to leave a comment down below and we can exchange ideas and whatnot. So just leave a comment on the video, not in the chat. Obviously, the chat is not something that we can rely on. It's a crazy situation for a crazy world. I mean, on one side, okay, I just wish that this guy would consult somebody, would find something else to do. I mean, isn't there a game or a movie or a series that interests this person? Doesn't he have anybody to spend his best moments of his life? I mean, I'm guessing this is like a teenager or maybe a 20-year-old person or maybe a 30-year-old person. You still have very many good years ahead of you. Why not concentrate on the beautiful side of life where you get to spend time with your friends, have fun, play games, watch movies, and instead they are just wasting away their life. I mean, is he getting paid for this? I mean, is this like a job for them? Is he like working for Disney and going after certain individuals that don't necessarily agree 100% with BlackRock's message? Is he getting paid by BlackRock for doing this? Like, really, if this is not your job, then find something that you enjoy in life and pursue that. So, you know, it's unfortunate that these people are wasting the best moments of their lives doing drugs, drinking alcohol, and all of these crazy things. I guess at some point, however, everybody finds a way to disconnect from reality because I guess their reality, their situation is not rosy. So whatever's been done to them, they turn around and it's all they know and they do it to other people. So if people have always hated you, I guess that's why you turn around and hate everybody else. It's not a way to live your life, though. I mean, it's just a waste of air and, you know, just walk the plank, dude. So, things to have fun watching and make fun of a show. Watch The Acolyte. If you want to get into serious, mind-boggling situations, watch Dark Matter. And if you just want to have fun playing a video game, try Wuthering Waves and try to stay away from the message of AAA companies that are just going to take your money, give you a bad game, and not give you a good gameplay experience like Assassin's Creed Shadow. That's just my opinion today. I know you'll have yours, so leave them in the comments down below. Hopefully you'll check out my other videos, and hopefully I'll see you tonight at 7 Eastern Time, or tomorrow again at noon Eastern Time. If you don't know about time zones, Google it up. Everybody stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you in the next stream.